It's when you start bringing things in, you realise that you actually have got enough space, and it sort of becomes Pandora's box. But when you see it empty, you think, oh my god, we're not going to get anything in. But see, that desk, it's not as big as I thought it was. And that's going to sit there nicely. I've got to take that screw out. I'm going to leave the bars for now. So I don't quite like them. I say it's safety as well at the moment. But yeah, I mean, that's lovely there. Also I can put carpets down. I can actually lift these mats, sweep it all out. There's actually a plastic floor or something underneath. It's not like wood or anything, so it just needs mats lifting, sweeping out, washing through, whatever. But I'm not doing that yet. Obviously I'm just trying to get bits in and get the cats used to it, and see about space and what I need and what I can get rid of to pay for, to sell, to then pay for work I need doing. So I've just got to like play with bits at the moment and see how I want it laid out and how it works. So I've just put some climbing frame bits up for them. It's not sticking very well, obviously, because it's screwing into the metal and holes through the wood and everything. But at least I've got something to play with, to get used to. Chief just found Chief on my driver's seat. And also these, you haven't seen these yet, this is what Cat Van Dude did for me. So this is in resin. It's got Rainbow Bentley, Connie and Cayman's ashes in the one big heart. And then the little hearts, I wrote each of their names and gave them some ashes. There's a little pot with all 4 ashes in there. And then we've also got Rainbow and Bentley together, that's the siblings. And Connie and Caveman, Mummy and Son in hearts as well. So obviously I'll do a little memorial wall and get some pictures and everything on there as well. Where are you going, Chief? Don't you go getting stuck? But there we go, at least we've got something coming together, and instead of all in the new van together. Where's Spirit gone? Spirit? Where's baby gone? So there we go, just go down a step. So I'm just trying to figure out now how to put a door, what sort of songies we want to sort of have this door going across there, have that contained there, and then I can use this little bit here just for like a little larder, some little shelves to put my tinned food in, because obviously I'm limited with food and spaces to put things in this little one. With the cats pinching this space, I could have extended this whole thing. In fact, I didn't have a cat wheel, this would have been an extended kitchen. There's obviously a kitchen there, and I could have extended all the way across here. Had a lovely kitchen. In here we've obviously got chest of drawers, desk, bed would go there. I'm just working out the big loo space at the moment, so I'm going to have a 3x3 toilet for my big bum to get into, so I can obviously sort of have a toilet stall. It could be a shower later, but for now I just want to make sure I've got enough space to get in, so there'll be a doorway into that, and the bed will go here. I'm waiting for the bed to arrive still, so until that arrives I don't know what I'm doing. At the moment we've got a chair there. I could have a wardrobe in this corner here, then chest of drawers, then desk. But ideally obviously we'll have a log burner here later. But until then I just obviously want to put as much storage as I can. I need to put things like my inflatable canoe in here as well. So finding space for that's going to be fun. And then of course we've still got to find space for all the batteries and everything. What are you doing? Good girl. She's happy, look. Oh, it's a hard life, isn't it? Excuse the dirty windows, but I'm just trying to show the cats in their little play area. This way a bit. There we go. So that's going to be their little cubby hole, and hopefully they can sort of find a bed that's cosy enough. Don't you going to fall across there, Spirit? You're going to fall? Oh my god! That's what I'm worried about. I need to put a board across that and close it in, because he's going to end up flying down the side and getting stuck. You'll learn not to go on that. What are you doing up there? What are you doing, baby? You don't go across the wheels, it moves, eh? I could obviously put a bed in there, but Spirit, Chief likes to jump up and down, so I don't knock her. And ideally I was going to have a nice sort of half a bed down there, but we'll see what happens. I mean, they love these hammocks, Spring, and they love this bed as well, so there is a travelling bed each, but it's whether it's going to stay on the wall or not. But it's just okay to try at the moment, isn't it? Don't look at there. Don't go up there and try that one. See if it holds your weight. There you go. What are you doing up there? So I'm going to explore all the cobwebs and all the roofs. Good boy. Right, so I just got both cats in to give them something to eat. I'm actually shutting them in this bit, not that the door's shut very well. Just realising there's no opening window on that door. No opening window there. There's on the driver's door, and there is obviously on the side door where the cats are playing at the moment, which is where Chief is in there at the moment. Where she is somewhere. I don't know where she is. I'm just working out what to put on the walls here for tea, coffee, sugar pots, because I've got no cupboard to put up yet. I actually want them up, so obviously when I've got a cupboard up there, probably won't be space for those things. So I'm just trying to figure out what I want and how I'm going to do it. What are you doing? Obviously, because I've got to work with what I've got at the moment rather than waiting for things or expecting things. What's that, baby? So the bed hasn't arrived yet, so I've got nowhere to sit, so I've had to sit and try and squeeze my bum in this driver's seat, which I couldn't do obviously because my feet are here if I had the other seat in here. Hello baby, you want to sit in here now, don't you? You can sit on that cushion I've put in there for you. Let me just move a minute because that door's going to open in a minute and let these through. I'm just going to shut this door up. There we go. What are you doing then, Chief? So she's trying it all out. So there's a little tray, wheel, beds, obviously got the chair as well while it's open plan at the moment. Got my tools here at the moment, but there's another bit there they can jump on and up to there. So I'll have to figure out about getting storage or diesel here for things in here maybe. Just got myself a drink of water, getting very warm at the moment. I can sit on the steps down here actually. Hello babies. Oh dearie me, my feet. So we're just going to get used to the space, aren't we? Hey babies? Yeah. See what space they've got in there. I had thought about actually putting a doorway in here instead, in this bit here. So that they have the bit more space. The kitchen and the playroom. And then obviously they could, what's that? But really I want to sort of not give them too much space, but also not give myself too much work about making things look ugly with frames and that. Obviously I've had some sort of like Avery panel in there. It doesn't really detract from people looking through, because obviously when you open that door it's all like open plan, I can see all the way through, so I don't want any frames disturbing that view. Good girl, Chief. Yeah, shoving it in there. Good girl. So yeah, I'm just windows are filthy. I haven't got to clean the windows yet. I'm just sitting here with them. It's getting quite warm at the moment. You can't get up there, can you, Spirit? I'll let them settle for a minute. Hello. They've been on the go all day and catnapping outside and sitting in the road. The car's running them over. Won't move for the cars at all. Don't you go to opening doors? Where were you going? Hey, where were you going, mister? He said, I know, that's where I came in. You're in the van? Yeah. Hello. Hello. Good boy. I mean, I'm waffling. I'm just going to sit here for a minute and have a bit of a rest with them. Right, excuse the mess. Cats are being fed here, toolbox station there. I've just brought my computers and bits in. So the bed has just arrived, so I'm just going to show you that. The cats are here, enjoying himself, and as you walk through here, as you can see I've not put all the drawers in my chest of drawers yet. I'll put a chair in that space at the minute. Obviously we'll have some sort of wardrobe or something later. The bed is in. Obviously there'll be ply and things to protect me, but I'm okay. I'm down the clean end. It's all been scrubbed down. I've lived in stables before, not worried. So bed there, toilet, as you can see, I'm measuring out a 3x3 toilet shower box there, so I can actually have enough room for me there. So there'll also be boarded off all the way up to the floor ceiling here, at the end of the bed, with a door here to go into that. Obviously that can be turned into a shower later, but it'd be like my double toilet store and things like that, and chuck things like my canoe and things in. I like this. This would be a log burner normally. So if I'm going to manage to put my inflatable canoe and things like in that corner, I might find myself a nice cane, comfortable chair to sit down on there. And obviously I've got 2 of these, one for the desk, and when the veranda's done and made and down, obviously these cane chairs and the wicker chair can go outside on the veranda until we make a door. I was thinking actually about this door width being so narrow, but of course caravan doors is what you can buy, so I can and that's how you get a stable door affordable. So you can get a nice caravan stable door for the back and have it all boarded at this side and actually have more sort of wall space then to make into the cabin. Windows are a lovely size, and I can actually see out this time with the height of this rather than having to stand on tippy toes before. It's still enough privacy to use toilet and that. And also this door makes it look open plan with this left open, and then it can be shut off for privacy at bedtime, and the cats can have their playtime in here when I don't want any disturbing. You're enjoying that. And then we also have a curtain to go across there for bedtime, a bit of privacy as well. So isn't that lovely? So we're going to sleep in here tonight, try this bed out. I haven't sat on it yet, see how comfortable it is. See if I can make myself a bit of space in this mess here to put the kettle on and just christen her basically. I say we've got all the other cats here with us. And we're going to get the cats to settle in, aren't we? Hey? So as soon as I take the harnesses off in a minute, they know they're in for bedtime. Right, so let's try this bed out now and I'll report back later. So I've just changed the bed around because my head was downhill, but actually that's better. I'm more used to that, and obviously I can have more overhead space for like books and things and knickknacks at them, and actually gain something. I might even be able to put a TV up on that wall like I was going to do originally. Rest is the same, and then the loose buckets down here, so I've got a bit more space to manoeuvre in the night as well. So it may be that I have a shower there behind the door, the toilet there behind the door as it opens, more discreet. But yeah, that's nice. I like that. I'm trying not to get a mouthful of horse muck when I move. But yeah, that's the way around. And it's much nicer for the desk being wider down there to a bit more sort of end space. That so you can imagine what it's going to be like. Oh no, Gigi, when we've got a door in that bottom bit, and also when it's opened up for open plan as well. Obviously, I'll move the buckets around or hide them or something. But yeah, liking that a lot. In the daytime, the toilets can go in this space here with the blankets over and put the chair there. I might even go in there anyway, saying that, but I think it's just wedges the bed's on wheels, so I don't want it running off out the back of the door. So I've just got the kettle on. These are making themselves comfortable. Try and get the nose to the window. Biscuits are down, I've got meat. It's quite warm in here. I've got the windows all open a gap. But hello, what do you think, darling? You happy boy? Yeah. I've just got on the bed. My word, it's beautiful and comfortable and firm. Better than the mattress I got. So very happy with that. Thank you very much. Furnished for less. But yeah, I'm going to sit down at the desk, watch some YouTube until the computer goes dead. In fact, I'm going to lie on the bed and do it. And put my feet up after a very long, hard day. You can see we've got all ceiling and all sorts of things and leaks to do and everything. But hopefully now, bed being there, the leak will avoid the bed. As for the windows, I think it's all dry at this end. But yeah, I'm waiting for the kettle to boil now. I've just literally just brought in enough for some cup of coffee. I'm just going to sit down in here and we'll go have our first night. Cats have got their harnesses off. Curtains waiting to be drawn shut. I've got to get myself a lock on here. The door, I can open and shut the door, but I need to put a lock on so I can padlock it or chain it shut when I'm inside. I've got some of them left. I'm sure I've got some sort of thing left. I was gifted that nice little solar radio which is charging at the moment. I'm not used to having music at all in here, so I might have some of that later. Obviously I've got tools and everything in the front here at the moment. But yeah, we'll bid you good night for our first night in here. I haven't done too bad at all really for all the work we've done. She's still on the nosy, aren't you, darling? You good girl. I'm doing a bit of mummy in a minute. Yay, look at that then, good girl. And it's so nice, if I just hook this back a minute, but watch the kettle's on. Let me just go back in the other room a minute. So when you go away down here, and you turn around and imagine the door being open, look at that, it's like open plan, it goes all the way through, which is lovely, which, you know, I never had in the other than Grace, but I've got less space, but I've got more, it looks more space, you know. They're good babies. And if the cat, my habit is the cats travel in the back when we're driving, and they can come in here in the daytime, and then I can shut them in here if I've got the back open or something. But let's say we're making do at the moment. What are you doing? What are you doing? He's killing it. Right, we'll catch you later. Good morning. I've just woken up. Just given the cats a chickie. It's Spirit's first chick, as you can see. He's enjoying playing with it at the moment. It's been a good night. Oh, but you can see the condensation in here this morning. It's been a cold night. But we survived. I only had the one single duvet on me. The cats ended up... Spirit slept up on one of these majority of the night and joined me this morning to get warm under the duvet. She saw okay, and she sort of shared, and so I had like Spirit on the top of my head on the pillow, and Mischief beside me on my face. But they're okay, and they've gone out this morning now, look, to have a bit of fresh air. So I'm now feeding them everything in here, so they accept this as their home. And we'll see how things go. I've got my feet, I've been cramping all night. I didn't do too much walking yesterday, backwards and forwards, but I was on my legs majority of the day. So I've had cramping feet and ankles all night again. So I'll rest a little bit today and stretch them out. But carry on trying to get some bits in. See my wardrobe, my chest of drawers obviously hasn't got the drawers in, so just bring things like that back and forward. Anyway, we will keep you updated on this journey. See you soon. See, I put my little camp stove in. So the idea today is to bleach and wash down the surfaces, get it a bit cleaner and de-dust it, and try to sort of get it a lot better. Maybe bring a carpet in so I'm not walking all over horse muck. I could also try and see maybe the bits of ply outside will fit in the back of there so I'm not getting a horse on my bed. So I've still got some ply outside the back, I think, so if I can bring a sheet of that in just to go behind the bed, that would obviously help. Get the windows and the clean and get to them, so wash down all the sides. Put the drawers, chest of drawers in, the drawers in the desk. At least I can then try and get them some painting and things. Obviously the floor needs mopping and cleaning. Yeah, just sort of figure out what I need in here from out of my lounge. Put this up for sale of the bits so I can find the mending and everything else. So that cushion's obviously that spare down there. Put this old one just like this. I've got the toolbox under there at the moment, but when that's gone, that little old folded cushion will sit there nicely for the extra bit of seat for the cats to sit on at the moment while it's not in use. So I don't want to start anything too big. I just want to get it tidy and usable and work out where things are going in the limited storage I've got. Like I say, because I can't put a cupboard on here yet, I'll probably try to screw my little hanging tea, coffee, sugar things on here to give them a place to go. Whether or not it will go on there through the metal, I have no idea. I don't want to be careful about not screwing too much through the metal sides and holes in the van. There's enough holes in it. But so just good clean in the day. Obviously just washing all down this, even to the point where I might even scrub it down and paint bars or something. I'm not sure if I'm taking them bars off at the moment. We will see. I might have another go. I haven't really tried, but obviously to clean the windows I need to get to them. And I think we need to sort of take it away from looking like a horse box as well, because make it look more like a motor home anyway, even though it does help with security. I say they're enjoying the little play area. I've been sitting in here and it's giving some to climb on at the moment. So it's held up from last night with the screws that are in there. And the best one that's in is this one actually. This one's gone on quite well, but the other's a bit dodgy. Or not straight, but they're happy to sit on it like that. I know Spirit stepped on that last night, so obviously if they end up being closed in to travel, then they need to have them secure. I'm actually not sure if I want to have it enclosed in, to be fair. I'm wondering if I'm going to have them travel in the back of here. But if I do that, obviously they're going to have to travel on the bed or have somewhere up high. Hopefully they just travel on the big bed or on the chair if we do that. But we'll see. They won't be able to see out, and it is quite noisy in the front here. So we'll have to test a few things. I mean, you know, ideally they could travel in here with it with no barricade, but I don't want them under my feet or anything, or risking that, or sitting up on top of here. And obviously then the risk of them escaping when I'm going out the doors is not good on the road. Hello, don't bring chicks in here with all their blood and guts. What have you got, eh? But that's good because she's bringing it home, so we're counting this as home, which is all good, into his feeding area. Where are you going with that? Where are you going with that? You're not going in my bedroom with that. Thank you very much. Just shut that door. What you doing? What's Spirit got, eh? He says, I wanted to go in there. What's Spirit got? Oh, you got sweeties. Oh, you got birdies. Good boy. Hey, you good boy. Right, let's sort him out. He's running up and down the garden with a chick in his mouth. Tail up in the air, happy Larry. Aren't you? What you got? I love it. What you got? Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. What's this? I love it. What's this? You got cheek? You got cheek? Oh, good birdie. What you got? What you got? His purr's so cute. What you got? Hey? What you got? Oh, what you got? What you got? Where's she gone? Where you going? You bringing it in here? If I end up stepping on that and getting blood and guts under me feet, eh? What you got? Yeah, I know. What you got? Just washing the door down. I'm going to slowly wash around the kitchen, and obviously it's just all like horse muck in here and that, so I can only do so much, and I don't want to get too wet in here. But here you can see I've just put a bit of floor there, quick wipe, and there's your before and after. So it's a nice colour underneath. I was going to replace this bit of vinyl, but I might be sort of scrub it back to clean and make do for now. Saves a bit of pennies. Obviously all the cabinets will be washed down and everything. It's knowing where to start. Wherever you start, it's just, you know, it's going to make something else look dirtier. And obviously I want to wash through the cab as well, but I haven't got that far. I literally just sprayed the door and end up going down the side and end up on the floor. And thought, oh, it's been here 5 minutes so far. Right, so I've just washed the inside of the window, the front of the cabby bit, or best I can anyway. Just giving it a bit of a sort of wipe down. That window, these bits here, the other side of the door, this door. I've just got some bleach now to do inside the cupboard, so I've got some food in already, so best bleach that down. If I can just sort of, you know, she looks a lot nicer when she's tidy and empty rather than full of stuff. Obviously I haven't washed the floor or anything yet, so I need to get a mop in here and a scrubbing brush in here, so I didn't want to sort of, I can get the wheel out still. I've just screwed a couple of bits of wood and where it stabilises it, but I can still take the wheel out and just wash the floor. And also I have to still got the bars to take off there, sides to wash, clean, put board on or paint or whatever, and put carpet down, wash through. And obviously I can move furniture over a bit and that way, up and down, around and work around the sides. So I'm trying not to put too much stuff in at the moment till I've carried on cleaning and dismantled her. I'm a bit worried about that top bit of wood though, because I don't know if we can change that out or to put a roof over the top of it. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I'll get wet till then, won't I?